Hey peeps, welcome back to my channel. This is Sergeant Kevin Watson, the Noble Cop. Now, as I stated in another video, I am abroad studying right now. I'm not in Jamaica. I do have a little more time on my hand, right? And so, whilst going through some video ideas, I decided to do some top 7s. And so I have my first top 7 is things that Jamaicans do to avoid being arrested. As a police officer, I've come across a lot of different things that people will say and do to avoid getting arrested after they have committed themselves, have committed a crime. Now, these top 7s are based on my experience. I mean, not every police officer may have the same experience as I do. But for the period of time that I've been serving the JCF, trust me, I've come across some real humorous ways that persons have tried to avoid getting arrested. And so these are my top 7, right? Stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back. So as I said before, I'll be looking at the top 7 things that people do to avoid being arrested, or more specifically, the top 7 things that Jamaican criminals do to avoid being arrested. As police officers, we go out there every day, we see all kinds of things. And criminals will always try to evade law enforcement in whatever way they can. And Jamaicans are very good at that. Jamaican criminals are very good at that. And I've always said, Jamaicans, we can be the best of the best or the worst of the worst. Especially the criminal them can be the worst criminals in the world. But I'll be starting this top 7 from starting at number 7 and then counting down, right? So the number 7 thing that Jamaican criminals do to avoid being arrested, and this more go for the women, right, is to strip themselves naked. I have outlined in a previous video that I've had an experience where a woman strip herself naked and tell me, say,
"Boy, officer, you not arrest me today. You not put your hand on me today."
And she take off all her clothes, right? And we couldn't touch her. I had to send for a female officer. But they don't understand that does not deter police officers. If you are committed a crime, you are going to be arrested by whatever means. Now, because of the policies, we always try to make sure a female is there to make the arrest if we're going to arrest a female. And that's for transparency purposes. We don't really want the police to come on any scrutiny, say, boy, we touched the naked woman, and she probably complains, say, police try to harass her, sexually harass her, or something like that. And so we always try to make sure we have female officers on the scene when we're going to make the arrest of these persons. But I tell you, some women, when you go to arrest them not have nothing named pride. So the number 6 thing that criminals usually do to avoid being arrested is tell you that you have the wrong person, wrong identity. I've been on several operations where we've gone to arrest perpetrators or criminals, and them outright say, "Boy, Mr. Watson, the wrong man you have, man. I know me name some me a hard working, man. Me a no scammer, me have a job, boss. I know me, boss." And when you ask him for him identification, him say, sir, just last week me lose my identification. You understand? But I know me name John Brown, boss. I know me name son. Sometimes before you even tell them who you look for, which is quite funny. But so these criminals will try to scam the police too. Tell them, say, are the wrong man them have, right? When as police officers, especially my unit, we would have done our surveillance and know who we are going to pick up, know the identification of the person, and know who we're what they look like, And so asking them to identify themselves is usually just a procedure, but we already know who they are. At number 5, we have intimidation. No whole heap of man out there, when you go to arrest them try to intimidate the police. "I want the officer, you know who me be? Say me and the Prime Minister friend. Say me and the commissioner just there me yard have dinner what day. And me drive around the mayor and just what day me car the mayor in my car, We are talk about me and Mobile, man. Yeah, man, I just want to me up on me yard do some work, officer. We are talk about. You want to lose your work? that kind of intimidation. They don't understand that that does not work. If you have committed a crime, trust me, once I come there to arrest you, you're coming down. It don't matter who you know, who are you a friend, right? It don't matter if you have dinner with the Prime Minister last week, you're going to be arrested. Now, the fourth thing, there are some criminals who will know, say, boy, yeah, then commit a crime, and they will know, say, them you come for. And they will straight up tell you, say, boy, officer, me I beg you a chance. Give me a chance, no boss. Me never commit no crime yet, no. Me no wrongdoer, no. Me no wrongdoer, no boss. Me no criminal, no. Well, obviously, that's why we come to arrest you. So you telling us that you're not a criminal don't make a difference. You save that for the court, right? So yeah, so Wally man will just come straight up and beg you a chance, right? Now the number 3 things that criminals do to avoid being arrested is hide. Yeah man, them love hide. As soon as, and them always have man a look out for the police. As soon as them see a police jeep or a police car, them run gun hide. Right? All the time we go up on location and we look for the person. We know the surveillance, based on the surveillance that we did, we know so the person at home. They might hide in one closet, they might hide in one pit toilet, they might hide on the house top. Right? All the time when them things that the police gone, them call. Them gone yet? Eh? Them gone yet? Police take the phone and say, yeah man, them gone. As I said before, we would have done our surveillance and know that the persons are there, so we not leave until we find them. Now the number 2 thing that criminals do to avoid being arrested is to run from the police. Yeah man, them a take with themselves then now. Wait until the police come to the location. Them have people a look out, them have man a work with them a look out and I tell them as soon as them see the police car broke the corner or as soon as them see the police car from way down the road, some of them have some camera we can zoom in from all 10 miles down, right? And as soon as them see the police, them a take with themselves, right? Them gone. And usually that is a challenge, but and that is why we try to make sure that we have a wide cordon. So as soon as these persons try to run, try to take with themselves, as Jamaicans would have said, we are right there to catch up with them, right? So standing at number 1, the number 1 thing that people do, that criminals do to avoid being arrested is to try and fight off the police. We see it every day. We see videos circulating all the time where some man just feel like them a bad man, and if them fight off the police or attempt to fight off the police, it means they are not going to be arrested. The police will just load them and say, yeah man, you're a bad man, go on. No, so it go. As a matter of fact, I've outlined in one of my videos that resisting arrest, assaulting the police is an offense, a serious offense too, and they have recently increased the fines and jail time for that. So in addition to the crime that you'll be arrested for, you'll also be slapped with additional charges, right? And so I would advise person, don't fight off the police, man. Don't resist arrest. You'll get your time in court, you know. You don't have to try and fight off the police, you know, and show and say you're a bad man. And I think for some persons it's just ego. Them feel like say, yo, the police are deal with me now, or the police are hold on for me, so you understand? And when them see the crowd, them feel a little embarrassed, but you'll only make it worse on yourself. You understand? So cooperate more with the police. If you're being arrested, remember, the police, I've always said this in many of my videos. I've said the police officers are not judge, jury, and executioner, and you must get your day in court. The police is just one arm of the justice system, right? And so you have to allow the due process to take place. You don't have to fight off the police. Cooperate with the policeman, right? Thank you for watching this video. Like and share as usual, and remember to subscribe and click on that little notification bell so that you won't ever miss a video. You can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at thenoblecop. Alright, until next time, walk good.